We are carefully watching the progress of Hurricane Matthew. Here's a live view from Melbourne, Florida. Winds right now at about 33 miles per hour, but hurricane force winds not far from that camera location. The surf quickly increasing. In fact, looks like storm surge already starting to impact the coastal area. Some coastal flooding there in the Melbourne area. Hopefully everyone's gotten out and evacuated. If not, it is probably too late as hurricane force winds will be there in the next several hours. Here is a look at radar, and this is Matthew. Notice again the circulation around the center of the storm. There's the eye. There's actually two eyes of the storm. There's an outer eye and an inner eye. The inner eye is where the powerful 140+ mile per hour winds are right over Freeport in the Bahamas. A lot of damage being reported there. In fact, obviously power outages from that as well. But notice the core of the storm approaching Florida now. We got the outer bands with tropical storm force wind gusts approaching Florida, already in Florida, but the strong core of the damaging winds not far away from the coast. Here's some of the winds we got reported. In fact, at West Palm Beach, Florida, 45 mile per hour wind there, but generally 30 to 40 mile per hour winds along the coast. But see the darker shade, purple, that's hurricane force winds right there, about to move into the coastline. And again, once that reaches the coast, we're going to have a lot of damage starting to occur in Florida. That happened this evening, and obviously tonight that will continue as the storm slowly moves closer to the coast. Winds right now at 140 miles per hour. Pressure is dropping. In fact, the latest reports from the National Hurricane Center, the hurricane hunters that are out there are reporting pressures that are dropping within the eye of the storm, which is a bad sign. That means it's organizing and getting stronger as it approaches Florida now. Here is the official path from the National Hurricane Center. There's Lake Okeechobee there. There's Miami. We've got hurricane warnings from the north side of Miami all the way up to the South Carolina coastline. In fact, we've got Georgia coastline as well. The Category 4 storm will move northwest just like that by 2 o'clock or so, as going to Friday morning, talking about winds of around 130 to 140 miles per hour. That's a very dangerous hurricane. That part of Florida has not seen hurricane winds like that in many years. In fact, this could do damage similar to Hurricane Andrew back in 1992. In a large swath of damage expected across Florida into Georgia. The storm will start to weaken by the time it reaches Charleston, South Carolina, as going to the weekend. And again, this storm's going to do a very odd loop. A lot of hurricanes don't often do this. This is very rare. The storm will loop and come back to Florida by next week. Fortunately, by that point, the storm will be much, much weaker. Hey, here's your forecast. Here locally, our weather's going to be very quiet over the next 7 days. We're not talking about any chance for rain. Drought conditions across Alabama continue to get worse. We need rain. It's not going to happen. Expect plenty of sunshine each day through the weekend into next week. A little bit cooler here locally by Sunday and Monday. I think by that point we'll top out in the lower 80s, overnight lows in the low to mid 50s by Sunday night and Monday night.